If you're a backend developer and you're writing a redirect, you have multiple options for how to do that redirect. One type of redirect says this content doesn't exist anymore. Another type of redirect says this content has moved temporarily. Another redirect, called a 301 redirect, says that content has moved permanently, and search engines will see this and ignore the initial URL, but capture the URL that got redirected to, and a 301 is what redirect uses by default. Redirect also solves a different problem, which is what happens if the title changes. Let's say the author figured out that a word was misspelled and they fixed it. Should the content use the original URL that was misspelled, or should it use a new URL with the spelling fixed? By default, PathAuto will generate a new alias, and it will delete the old one, which means that if there were any links going to that original page, it would no longer work because the alias would have changed. But what redirect will do is that it will save old URLs and add a 301 redirect to the latest URL for that content. Let's see that in action. So I'm going to go to content and let's change the title of one of our blog posts here. I'm going to click edit next to thank you for a great 2028. So we'll change the title to say really great. And so we can see how this works, let's create a new revision. When we create a revision, we can roll back the changes that we made later if we decide that that wasn't what we wanted to do. In this case, we're editing some content supplied by the client, and we want to go back to what the original content was eventually. I'm going to scroll down and click Save and Keep Published. And now let's go to the page. So now the URL says, thank you, really great 2028. And if we remove the really part, which was the original link, it forwards us back to really great 2028.